Liberal Viewer presents.
So 2 weeks into the Trump administration, it's hardly worth reporting on false statements made by the president or his staff, so it was not surprising to hear Trump's senior advisor Kellyanne Conway on MSNBC's Hardball with Chris Matthews yesterday, trying to justify Trump's Muslim ban by completely making up a terrorist attack in Bowling Green, Kentucky that never happened, as you can see in this clip.
He is calling for extreme vetting from 7 countries that President Obama first identified. Right. All he did was take his lead. He didn't even add to the list. Yeah. It's the 7 countries that were previously identified by President Obama as being high risk, as being states that either harbor, train, or export terrorism. These are nations very narrowly prescribed and also temporary.
Sure.
I bet there was very little coverage. I bet it's brand new information to people that President Obama had a 6-month ban on the Iraqi refugee program after 2 Iraqis came here to this country, were radicalized, and they were the masterminds behind the Bowling Green massacre. Most people don't know that because it didn't get covered.
So never mind that President Obama never instituted an actual refugee ban. The reason there was so little coverage of the Bowling Green massacre is that it never happened. That's a fact several media outlets did a good job of covering, along with the other false premises in Kellyanne Conway's answer, but I couldn't help noticing there was also something strangely familiar about this falsehood because it's actually a revival of a false Republican talking point about a fake Al-Qaeda attack on Fort Knox that I debunked years ago in my video, Did Al-Qaeda Plan to Attack Fort Knox? And even back then I showed the evidence these Iraqi refugees not only never attacked anything in Kentucky, but were never even charged with planning any attacks in the United States, just for activities back in Iraq. So it turns out this fake Bowling Green massacre is actually one of those Republican talking points that refuses to die despite being at odds with reality that Bill Maher made fun of in this clip.
But on the Republican side, observable reality needs more study. Which is why their talking points that have been disproven remain. Like a guest who's been asked to leave a party but does not. It reminds me of a horror movie where you think you've killed the lie, but it won't stay dead. Which is why I call them zombie lies. Oh, what an effect.
Not much of an effect, and unfortunately disproving Republican zombie lies and even making fun of them doesn't seem to have much of an effect either, but I want to know what you think. Why have Republicans blamed these 2 Iraqi refugees who never even planned an attack in the United States for so much imaginary carnage over the years? And on the bigger question, why are Republican zombie lies so hard to kill?
YouTube, you decide.